Hi everyone, I am your host Vanessa Obura.
And I'm Stacey Wanjeri, your host to the most.
And this is CIO News. We have amazing news for you this week.
Yes, indeed. We have fantastic news. We're going to host the 5th Fintech Summit this year. It's going to be on the 20th and 21st of May. Please register. It's going to be completely virtual. And you know what, Vanessa, that means for us, when it's virtual, you don't have geographical boundaries because for the past couple of years, we've been focusing on the East African region, but we've seen, since we started going online, online summits, we've seen people plugging in from South Africa, from Nigeria, Ethiopia is coming in heavy. So very interesting. It's diverse. It's going to be a very, very interesting discussion. Register today on www.cio.co.ke.
Basically, the whole world can join. And Stacey, guess what?
Tell me.
The last time we had the Fintech Summit was in 2019.
Yes.
Last year, we were not able to have one, of course, due to the pandemic, but we've had a buzz of late.
Yes, we've been getting emails, phone calls, overwhelming, but so we couldn't just miss it this year.
We could not just miss it. And because of public demand, we are here and we are back. And I'm so interested about this event this year because there's been a drastic, change in the financial in the financial institution, and because of the pandemic, we have had to have digital transformation. Companies have had to adapt it to the new normal, as they like to say,
Yes.
and it's very interesting.
Yes, indeed. I think this is the sector that has been forced to embrace technology the most because when, of course, we're still in this pandemic box, but so we still have to make payments. People are working from home. People needed to, which is the seamless way to make, contactless payments, continue to make payments, to employees,
friends.
friends. How else can you improve when it comes to contactless payments? So I think this is the most. This is the one that was hit the most to embrace technology, and for this reason that we've set up a very, very good agenda for you. Very great speakers lined up for you. And to start us off, we're having our very own Michael Michie joining us today. We would like him to tell us what he's looking forward to when it comes to this summit, his expectations, and mention a little bit about his experience in fintech and just give us insights around that. Hi, Michie.
Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Karibu.
Asante
CIO
sana.
Studios.
Thank you so much for joining us, Michie. We are glad to have you back. You were actually one of the speakers in our last Fintech Summit, which was in 2019. And last year we were not able to have one, but I know you've, because of the transformation that have happened because of the pandemic, I'd like to ask you a few questions, being on ground. A lot has changed. And we have seen that a lot of financial institutions had to fasten their pace when it came to implementing digital transformation. So what transformation have you witnessed?
I think what I've witnessed within the financial services is a move towards more convenient forms of payments and financial services. I think with the pandemic, people chose a path where you want to do something, you want it done easily and quickly. So channels or financial service providers who could offer things that were in real time really benefited from that. And also, I guess consumers also really fell in love with the whole concept of being able to just transact online, very contactless, of course. Tap and go also grew increasingly well because of no one really wants to start exchanging cash with all the risks out there. So those two areas I think have grown quite well. Regarding just the transformation within the industry, I think a lot of the transformation has been to quickly rush and to build sort of like cloud-based solutions that allow just the financial service providers to also be working from home and also to provide these solutions. One key thing that I think should be taken advantage of during this time is something such as KYC. I think right now what we're seeing through these online platforms and these financial services which are coming up is that we can be able to do very thorough KYC through digital tools such as your smartphone or your computer if you have a webcam and such. And I think it's time the financial sector embraces this moment to just work on the regulations around that so that to allow for this and make it permanent.
Yes, Michelle, I like that. And then now that you mentioned about KYC, that knowing your customer makes them feel that they are loved, they are always cared for, and the way that they're always improving to make sure the KYC is very effective. I like that. Do you think vendors had to change their solutions and strategies?
Definitely had to change. Now that you can't expect now the customer to come to you, so you have to go to the customer, you have to reach them at their homes, wherever they be. So of course now you have to have your services available. You have to of course push your services to the cloud so that anyone can access them anywhere. Again, during the pandemic, if you do have an off day, maybe for example your services are down for 2 days, then it could bring about a panic and someone would think the pandemic has affected you as a financial service provider in a way that would make your customers either not trust your service. So also being able to have a strategy that you can adapt to changes as quickly as possible. A lot of players within the industry are now also looking at microservices, so they've been able to scale quickly and fast without any significant downtime to their clients. I mean their customers. Sorry.
I totally agree with you. I don't know if you have information about how fintech, one of the ways that people in the fintech industry has changed to make it more fun. You can take us through that.
To make
any fun ways that they've implemented, fun strategies to make it, because when you're transacting online, for example, you don't want to think that it doesn't really have to be so boring or very, very strategic, do this. Are there any fun activities that or any fun strategies that people in this industry can implement, and what are they?
Yeah, so I haven't seen anyone implement such, but I do know they could borrow heavily from the gaming industry. There's a very high, what do you call it? There's a lot to learn from the gaming industry in regards to just the responsiveness of an app and the level of engagement and the usability to continue using the app over and over again. So these kind of spaces would obviously include, they could borrow anything from use cases from failure states or failed states in gaming, feedback loops, dynamic applications, and the AIs within gaming also could obviously help improve just the interaction and the feel of using financial services.
Thank you so much, Michie, for your insights. Back to you, Vanessa. What are some of the topics that have been lined up for this summit?
One of the topics I'm looking forward to is neobanking. When we did research on it and seeing where the financial institution is going, in future, I'd really love to get insight on it, where the future is going, how to prepare ourselves, also as an end user. I don't know about you, Stacey.
I think that's the one of the biggest topics for me. You can get more information about who's moderating that session. The information is on our website, and as you register, please have a look at the other topics. But one of the other topics that I would really like to hear is how the 4IR technologies are transforming FSIs. That's also very big for me, and I'm really looking forward to that one. So we have that alongside keynote speeches. We have that alongside different solution providers plugging in. I don't know if what you will be doing.
I'm looking forward to cloud and security. Cloud and security.
Yes, how to be safe online.
Yes, and especially for a couple of years, we've had a lot of stories on breaches. So I'm really looking for, what vendors have, in terms of cloud and security. I'm really looking to hear about that.
Yes, so let's stop there so that you can go to our website and learn more. www.cio.co.ke www.cio.co.ke. Please register, look at the agenda, you know, you have your peers over there, you know, that are going to be taking us through the summit. Register today, and I'll see you on the 20th and 21st of May.
Stacey, why are you rushing? Of course, Stacey has discounts for us. For her magazine. I don't know why she's rushing.
Well.
It's always what like I have to remind her on giving us gifts.
We need gifts for the magazine this time. You know what I want to do now this time around?
Okay.
I want people to register, continue registering. Today is on Wednesday. So I'll give them up to let's say next week Wednesday, when we will be back here, and then I'll announce who the winner will be. I'm not gonna say what the gift is right now, but on Wednesday be sure to plug in and I will announce. The name of the person who's going to be the winner is going to come from the list of the people who register from now till Wednesday.
Exactly, and who knows, if Stacey is willing enough, we may get you a free pass.
You never know what it is. Please take your chances.
Thank you so much for joining us. This is CIO News, where it's always business,
always technology.